So today is Monday in London, tube strike. London is one of the biggest city in the world and it has a very good public transport actually. And today started the tube strike. It means that basically apart from the Elizabeth line, which is one of the new ones, they just shut everything down. They demand a 32 hours work week with the same pay. It means that the millions of people who were supposed to commute to work had to find alternative ways to get to work. So I decided to sit this one out. I took the holiday for the whole week, so I don't have to deal with it. When I need to go to places, it's not just work, other commitments as well, and my hobbies as well. I need at least 2 hours to get to that point, and and it's impossible right now. It would double the time. Today is Monday, and basically we were late 30-40 minutes from for our appointment, and we never late. But this is very important that I absolutely support this sort of strike action to demand better working conditions. Because other countries, you just simply you cannot do it. Whenever there is a tube strike, because it kind of happens almost every single year, but many times they just announce it that they're going to do it, but then they sit down, they have a meeting, they have a chat, and they agree on certain conditions and they cancel the tube strike. Well, not this year, not 2025. Many people, many people, they don't follow the news because they live in their own bubble, own social bubble. And that's why sometimes the details are blurry. It means that it was announced that it's starting on Monday, which is today. And I was working on Sunday, and basically when I was using the public transport, it was completely empty. It was very strange, like during the pandemic or something, it was completely empty. So I decided to sit this one out. I took the whole week off, and if we need to go somewhere, we just walk. Today we had an appointment. We needed to go somewhere, and the bus just did not come because obviously the people who using tube now, the millions of people using tube now needed to use the bus and alternative ways, and obviously they were overwhelming the whole system. So we were waiting in the bus stop for like 10, 15, 20 minutes or even more. And we saw people going around with their mobile phone in their hand, looking at the map and trying to figure out, which way to go in London. And it's even if you have a map, even if you have a mobile phone, it's quite difficult to find your way in London because it's such an old city with a very special street system. And there were lots of people walking, and you could see it on them that they going to work and they never walked in their life. It's like a small marathon. They needed to do it, and they were walking up to 2 hours to get to the city to their office. And they were doing it. You just look at them, and yeah, because there are streets that usually have 10, 15 people walking on it, and now there were like double and tripled that number, and you could see it on them. Then they were very like desperate to get to work in time. And when we were walking today on Monday, we saw, these places where you can rent a bike. I'm talking about e-bikes, but they live on the street, and you need a mobile phone app, and you basically just pay, and you just go with the bike. All of them gone, all of them. It was interesting when I woke up today. Usually, when I open any sort of social media app, the videos and posts, what I read, what the algorithm showing to me is the ones reflecting my opinion. And today was the very first time, I'm talking about the tube strike, when the social media showed me both sides. People who are happy with it, who are supporting the strike action because they that there are all sort of reasons why they support it. Most of the time they are from different countries where they cannot unionize and they cannot strike at all. And the social media apps, they were showing me posts that where they really don't like that the public transport shut down, because you need to think about this, that people, they booked restaurants, they booked cinemas, theater, and all sort of stuff, and now they cannot get there. So all these cancellations will affect the businesses around. And what we saw, what we experienced is that probably there were less buses on the street of London than usually. And maybe they should have used more buses, but obviously we don't know how many drivers there are. And today morning on Monday, I woke up and we all realized that the quality of air is changed completely. Back in the day when it was pandemic and there was lockdown, everyone needed to stay home. In basically few days, the air cleared out and it was beautiful, like you living on a countryside and you live in the middle of London, but it felt like you're in a countryside because the air was so clear. Now it's exactly the opposite. The air got so much worse. So we were waiting in a bus stop for like 10, 15, 20 minutes, and we were looking at the cars because there was nothing else to do. We were looking at the cars, the vehicles passing by or trying to move because there were heavy traffic everywhere. We saw that basically one person sitting in one car. Like when you have this sort of situation, you need to turn to your community and you need to have like 3 4 people in your car, like talk to your neighbors or something, because the heavy traffic was due one person per vehicle. This is not really good. So we were sitting in this heavy traffic on a bus, and there were lots of young people, there were lots of old people, and someone took out their mobile phone and a separate speaker and put some music on from the 80s and from 2010. I'm talking about Rihanna, Alicia Keys, New York, and this sort of old classics. And half of the bus was singing in the heavy traffic because we just didn't move and we were late from our appointment, 30, 40 minutes. But yeah, this is tube strike Monday in London.